More deals continue to roll in as we see new 2024 laptops coming out. The 2023s are going on sale, and we're seeing some fantastic sales. Diving right into the first one, my favorite on-the-go laptop that I used at CES 2024 to edit 6K B-RAW footage and had amazing battery life, the MacBook Air 15 M2. This is my on-the-go laptop that I'm using on the day-to-day. And right now, it is on sale at bestbuy.com, $300 off. I have the 512 gig version that you see here on the screen, and I'm wishing that I would have waited to purchase it. However, then I wouldn't have had it at CES, which I really enjoyed having it there. But this is one of the top sales I'm seeing this week. Snag it while you can. It will only be on sale till February 3rd. So keep that in mind if you're considering making a purchase. Now, the next laptop that I caught on sale, $600 off. My favorite form factor of HP laptops. I love the build quality, and I love the 2-in-1 capability of this laptop. This is the HP Spectre 2-in-1. This is the 13.5-inch version. And I just love the build quality of this laptop. I've reviewed it a number of times this past year. A great laptop, solid performance, 16 gigs of RAM, and $600 off this premium built laptop. Now, the next thing to look at is, again, another one that I actually had on the channel last week, except it was not the OLED version. Last week, I saw on sale the non-OLED version of this laptop. This week, they're showing off their premium version of the Lenovo Legion Slim 5. This is the 14-inch model, OLED display, Ryzen 7 7840HS, 16 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 4060. Remember, last week was the non-OLED version. This week, we're looking at $300 off the OLED version. I would definitely be picking up this laptop. This is my favorite 14-inch compact laptop from 2023. Now, the next thing to take a look at is the Asus TUF. It says the i7 with 16 gigs of RAM and an RTX 4070 for $1,000, $999, $400 off this laptop. This would be a fantastic laptop if you're looking to get into an RTX 4070, but you're on a bit of a budget. Man, this is a great deal. It'd be awesome for 6K video editing, 3D modeling. A really good option here for you. Now, getting into something non-laptop focused, but I definitely wanted to give it a shout out. We have the Apple iPad Air. 64 gig model, $150 off, putting this one at $550. So if you've been in the market for an iPad Air, this could be a great buy to pick up for you, or a best buy, as it were. Now, if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability when you're watching this video, hopefully the sales are the exact same when you're catching it at the release of the video. Head down in the description below and click those links. If you do make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you, of course. But that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. If you're looking for a 77-inch big screen TV, we have a 4K OLED TV, $1,600 off. I'm amazed at the sales. They come out of Best Buy for these TVs, so this will put you back $2,000 for an OLED 4K TV. Next to another TV, a little bit more on the budget-friendly side of things. This is a Toshiba, excuse me, 65-inch LED 4K TV for $379. So if you've been looking for an upgrade to your TV game, this would definitely be a great budget-friendly option. This would be more of a premium option, depending on what you're looking for. Now, looking at the OLED 4K, if you're looking for a little bit smaller than that 77-inch, you get $700 off the 65-inch OLED 4K from LG. Now, another 77-inch from LG, a little bit less of a discount than the original one we just looked at a moment ago, but here's a 77-inch OLED 4K, $900 off, puts you at $22.99 for this 77-inch. All right, jumping back into the laptop game, we have the i7 RTX 4060 equipped laptop. Now, this only does come with 8 gigs of RAM, so if you're a creator watching this channel looking for a deal on a creator-focused laptop, I would upgrade that to 16 gigs of RAM. Now, this is an upgradable laptop, so when you get it home, pop off the bottom cover, order yourself a few RAM sticks to take you up to 32 gigs of RAM, would be my recommendation, and you'd have a fantastic creator laptop on your hands here that you can also do some gaming on. So a good option there is the MSI Cyborg 15. Next would be the Asus ROG Strix 18-inch, comes with the i9 and 16 gigs of RAM with the RTX 4080. This is a beast of a laptop. $2,200, $300 off the regular price of $24.99. Not a budget-friendly laptop, but a laptop with plenty of performance for needs, whether you're gaming, 6K video editing, 4K video editing, 3D modeling, motion design. This thing will handle whatever you throw at it. Now, for my digital artists out there, we have the Microsoft Laptop Studio 2 on sale. This is the Mac Daddy version. 64 gigs of RAM, i7 processor, and an RTX 4060 GPU inside of a laptop that pops into easel mode. I've heard nothing but good things about this laptop. One of the complaints I did hear about it with the previous iteration, which would be the Surface Laptop Studio, before the 2 came out, was it didn't have enough RAM, and now they have solved that problem with this one specifically having 64 gigs of RAM. So if you're a Photoshop user or Adobe Creative Suite user, this will have plenty of RAM, especially if you're an artist using a lot of layers inside of Photoshop. It tends to hog the RAM rather quickly and back up your system. Well, with the new edition, the Studio 2, the RAM is no longer an issue. Next up on the list, we have some beautiful keyboards. The glorious GMMK Pro pre-built, 75%. It's quite an expensive keyboard, but right now on BestBuy.com, if you've ever had an eye out for it, you can save $115 on this keyboard. I think this is a really cool keyboard, but personally, this is one that I have my eye on. A lot of custom functionality that you can bake into this keyboard, different key setups. The Logitech G915 Lightspeed TKL. Save almost $70 on this keyboard, bringing it in at $162.90. I'm definitely considering picking up this keyboard. I currently have a Asus keyboard that is this same style. As far as the keyboard setup, the TKL, but I really like the coloring on this one. I love the gray color. It's like very, I don't know, it's very chic. I like it. Next up on the list would be the Razer Huntsman. This is the 60-inch wired keyboard. So it's not wireless. You will have to be wired on this one. But this is a fantastic keyboard if you're looking for a 60% nice consolidated keyboard with some strong clicky vibes to it. Ever since I picked up the Asus full mechanical keyboard, I cannot get away with them. I love using a mechanical keyboard. Now, if I'm using my laptop, I definitely don't mind the Ultrabook vibes. But if I'm on my desktop, I want that clicky keyboard. It's so satisfying. It's so accurate. So I'm a huge fan of mechanical keyboards. All right, the next up on the list is going to be the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9 49-inch curved display. Now, this is a 240 hertz refresh rate, HDR 400, so we're going to have great color accuracy and color gamut range on this screen, and this is a massive curved display. Right now, I run 3 displays at home for my setup, but this would definitely replace all 3 of those with this massive screen. So if you've been looking for something like this, $500 off, really nice buy, something to consider. Definitely an investment. It's an expensive setup, but when you think about that it could replace 3 screens, it actually becomes a pretty great buy, because every screen you buy, if you buy a nice high quality screen, can be anywhere from $200 to $500. So, save a little bit of money, about $300 if you consider buying 3 screens at that price point. So just something to consider. Next up, I know we listed this one in last week's deals, but I couldn't help but continue to promote it as it is a great deal for the Asus Republic of Gamer G14 with the 7940HS, 16 gigs of RAM, and the RTX 4070. $1,400, $450 off the retail price point. Really great buy. One of my favorite laptops. Not exactly better than the Slim 5 that I mentioned just a few moments ago, but still a fantastic compact laptop. They're launching the new one. Should be out in the next couple of months, which means that these are going to be great prices. But they could run out of stock. So keep in mind, it might be smart to snag one while they still have stock in the store and available. Next is the LG UltraGear. If you're looking for a little bit smaller curved monitor, this is a 45-inch OLED curved display. This is about the same price point. So do you want the really big one, or do you want the slightly smaller one? So we have a 49-inch versus a 45-inch. We have a Samsung versus an LG. Both are 240 hertz refresh rate. Just depends on which brand you prefer and which size screen you're looking for. All right, next up, something from Newegg. We're looking at the Lenovo Legion T5. i7-13700F, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and an RTX 4060 Ti. This is a gaming desktop. Thought it was a pretty solid price at $1,119. So if you're looking for a desktop setup, you already have a monitor, keyboard, mouse, all you need is a new system. This could be a great option for you as well. Now, going on more of the workstation computers, we have a ThinkPad P16. This comes with a Ryzen 7 Pro 6850U, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 512 SSD. This one's on Adorama. So this could be a good option for you as well. And last but not least, I was actually shopping around for a scanner and came across this one. Not bad. If you need a scanner, $100 off, not bad. This will probably be the one that I pick up, and thought I'd share the deal with y'all. But honestly, my favorite deal on this lineup is going to be the Apple MacBook Air 15, which I have before me and absolutely love. And I would also say the Asus TUF i7 RTX 4070. And then my favorite laptop from this past year would be the Legion Slim 5 14-inch model. The OLED version is now available. Links in the description if you're ready to make a purchase, or click or tap the screen here for more videos to help you with your buying decision. I'll see you here in the next one.